This week on Living with a Liberal.
Hey Sean, I found this thing online called the United States Constitution. Have you ever heard of it? Yeah, of course. Please tell me this isn't your first time reading it. Apparently Drew's never read the Constitution. I never knew that, but what I do know is that Drew's extremely gullible. So you're telling me that the Constitution allows Donald Trump to stay in office for more than 8 years? Yep, that's about right. The Constitution says in plain English that Trump can stay in the White House for up to 12 years. No! Yep, and if the people really like him, he can stay for 20 years. 20 years? Yeah, but get this. If the people really, really love him, kind of like the way you love Jeffrey. Yeah? Well, if the people really, really love him, the Constitution says Trump can be president forever. I think I need to go change my diaper.
This week on Living with a Liberal.
Hey Drew, I found a test online that tells you how big of a snowflake you are. You want to try it out? Only if at the end I get a participation trophy. What? There's no trophy, okay? Just answer these questions. Question 1. How many times a day do you cry about Donald Trump? At least 50. My God, are you serious? Okay, question 2. Describe your idea of a perfect day. Sitting in my safe space. Really? Not like going to the beach or literally anything else? No, just sitting in my safe space. Okay, last question. Do you find yourself getting offended easily? Sean, I'm offended you'd even ask me that. Of course I do. All right, Drew. Well, in order to be considered a snowflake on this test, you had to score a 10 or higher. What was my score? 512.
This week on Living with a Liberal.
Why, yes, Nancy Pelosi. I'd love to take you out to dinner tonight. You look quite lovely tonight, Nancy. Drew! You're talking in your sleep again. Drew's been having nightmares again about Trump winning re-election. So, sadly, the only way to get him to stop screaming in his sleep was to let him sleep on my bedroom floor. Jeffrey, I don't care if some people say you're just a stuffed animal. I want you to be my vice president. Drew, I swear to God I'm gonna kill you. Oh, I can't help it, Sean. The thought of Trump winning 4 more years makes your fragile snowflake syndrome flare up. I know. Yeah. Hey, I'm a little cold. Can I get another blanket? Yeah. Yeah, actually, you know what? Here, I have one right here. Take this. Thanks, Sean.
This week on Living with a Liberal.
Isn't this great, Jeffrey? Sean's on vacation, so we have the whole apartment to ourselves. There'll be no mention of a certain president this weekend. What was that? All right, let's not make this difficult. I want you to put all your valuables in the bag. Oh no, do you want some cookies and milk? No, I don't. Just put the valuables in the bag, man. You forgot to ask me my preferred pronoun. What are you talking about? Well, you said put the valuables in the bag, man, but what if man isn't my preferred pronoun? That could have been very offensive. You're weirding me out, man. Keep the valuables, I'm leaving. Wait, you never told me which of the 72 genders you identify as. I gotta get out of here.
This week on Living with a Liberal.
Now don't ever forget our mission, cadets. It is our job, nay, our duty, to protect snowflakes around the globe from offensive language and trigger words. We are fragile. We are sensitive. We are the Snowflake Police Force. When Drew told me that he wants to dismantle the police force, I made the mistake of asking him what he wants to replace it with. And thus, the Snowflake Police Force was born. Now remember, cadets, we will not stand for conservatism in our community. That is offensive and makes me wet my diaper. Donald Trump. At ease, cadets. Remember your training. Sean, I'm going to ask you not to say that name again. 4 more years. I'm warning you, Sean. Make America great again. And that's it. You asked for it. I'm gonna go make a sandwich.
This week on Living with a Liberal.
Okay, Sean, I think I'm ready to make my guess. All right, Drew. Just promise if you get it wrong, you won't start crying again like last game. You know I can't promise that, Sean. Okay, here's my guess. It was Professor Plum in the kitchen with the candlestick. Ooh, so close. It was Professor Plum in the kitchen with the revolver. Well, a toy revolver, right? Nope. Just a regular revolver, see? Oh. Well, I'm sure it fired foam darts instead of bullets. Nope. Normal lead bullets, gunpowder, and all. Well, maybe instead of using the revolver, they just became friends and went out to get ice cream together. No. Professor Plum is the killer in the kitchen with the revolver. That's literally how the game works. Then I don't want to play anymore!
This week on Living with a Liberal.
Drew, I just heard a loud crash upstairs. I think someone's trying to break in. Oh, this isn't good, Sean. If they loot my safe space, I don't know what I'll do. Oh, all those diapers wasted. Well, then you better go ahead and call the police. Yeah, good idea. Where'd my cell phone go? It's missing? Huh. That's strange. Okay, so there's not really anybody breaking in, but when Drew told me that he wants to dismantle the police, I knew I had to teach him a lesson. Also, I may or may not have taken his phone. Well, quick, try calling from the house phone. There's no dial tone! Also, I may or may not have cut the phone lines. Oh, what are we gonna do, Sean? I don't know. Man, I wish the police were here, don't you? Yes, I wish the police were here right now. Perfect. I just wanted to hear you say that. There's not really anyone breaking in. That's not funny, Sean!
This week on Living with a Liberal.
It's okay, Randy. Sobbing uncontrollably whenever you see a MAGA hat is a perfectly normal reaction. Okay, well, that about does it for me. You guys enjoy the rest of your sleepover. Oh, wait a minute, Sean. Will you tell us a bedtime story? Yeah, come on, Sean. Tell us a story. Yeah, come on, Sean. You guys ever hear the one about the 2020 election? No. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty good at telling horror stories. And let's see, what's a liberal's worst nightmare? And so after Donald Trump got reelected, liberals everywhere retreated to their safe spaces. No! Oh, yes. And as for the American people, well, they never voted for another Democrat again. Does anybody else need a new diaper?
This week on Living with a Liberal.
Hey, Drew, guess what? I got accepted into the Republican Hype House. Is that the one with all the scary Trump supporters? The one I found a few weeks ago that made me cry for a day straight? Yep, that's the one. Oh, well, that's great for you, Sean, but where will I go? Oh, I better start looking for my own Hype House. Drew? Let's see, do they have a snowflake Hype House? Or maybe a Guns Are Scary Hype House? Drew, I'd even settle for a digital safe space. Does TikTok have a digital safe space where we can all pretend that Donald Trump isn't president? Or maybe... Drew! What? You're coming with me to the Republican Hype House. I am? I am?
This week on Living with a Liberal.
Excuse me, MAGA. I'd like to get in my safe space now. Oh, come on, please let me in. I had to drive through a pro-gun rally on my way back from Chuck E. Cheese. I'm visiting an old high school friend for a few days, so I asked Drew if he could watch MAGA while I'm gone. I'm sure the two of them will become great friends. Right? Here, MAGA! Come out, wherever you are! Oh, come on, MAGA! I don't know how many more times I could change my diaper in one day! Maybe I'll try calling Sean. Drew, for the 5th time, it's a sweater in your closet. A sweater, not a monster. No, it's not that. MAGA's scaring me, and I'm trying to find him so that I can feed him, but every time I see him, he barks and runs away, and... Sean, I'm gonna have to call you back.
This week on Living with a Liberal.
And so anyway, after I told him that Trump's gonna win in a landslide in November, he ran straight to his safe space. Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, these liberals are something else, man. Hey, hang on just a second. I'm gonna go grab me a cold one.
Yeah, same here. Be right back. Is your refrigerator running?
Yeah, my refrigerator's running. And it's stocked with sparkling water, thank you very much.
Hey, me too. Do you like it with a twist of lemon?
Yeah, with a twist of lemon. And
room temperature.
Hey! Get out of here!
Drew, what did I tell you about taking my phone? Come on, get out of here. Hey, sorry about that.
Yeah, me too. Those liberals never learn.
Vote Trump 2020!
This week on Living with a Liberal.
Hey, Sean, guess what I found? Wait, let me guess. An extra diaper at the bottom of the box. No. Well, yes, but no. I found an old letter that I wrote to my future self 5 years ago. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead, read it. Okay. Dear future Drew, I feel confident as ever that the next time you read this, Hillary Clinton will be President of the United States. Yikes. I don't know what I'd do if a conservative got sent to the White House, but I'm sure that will never happen. Wow, wrong about that too. There's a rumor that Donald Trump plans to enter the race as a Republican, but that man will never... Go on. No, Sean, I don't wanna. Finish it. That man will never make America great again. Wow, these last 5 years have not been good to you, have they? I need to reevaluate my life.
This week on Living with a Liberal.
What do you think of my fort, Jeffrey? Yeah, I like it too. Hi there, Drew. Sean, how did you get in here? Through the back. It was open, so I just figured I'd come on in. Yesterday, Drew and I got into a debate about immigration. And not surprisingly, he sided with those who come into the country illegally and mooch off the system. So when I saw him building this fort, I decided to seize the opportunity. Sean, if you don't leave, then I'm gonna have to force you out. Ooh, sorry, I'm actually in a sanctuary space right now, so your rules don't apply to me. But Sean, that's not fair! Shouldn't I get to decide who comes into my fort and who doesn't? Yeah, you'd think that, wouldn't you? Ooh, is that candy? Hey, wait a minute, that's mine! I love free candy. I'm leaving! Oh!
This week on Living with a Liberal.
What the... And so, my fellow liberals, it is with great honor that I declare this day National Snowflake Day. Oh, no, it can't be. Hello? Hello. Please take this brief survey regarding President Drew's presidency so far. Question 1. What are your thoughts on the Guns Are Scary Act? This can't be happening. Tate! Thank God. Please tell me I'm not going insane. Who is the President of the United States?
Is that a trick question? It's President Drew.
Oh, God!
The U.S. has completed nearly 12 million tests.
Oh, thank God.
This week on Living with a Liberal.
Sean, what did you do with Jeffrey? I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, Sean, Jeffrey's the only one that can dry my tears when I see Donald Trump on Fox News. Okay, first of all, Jeffrey can't do anything because he's a stuffed animal. You lie! Second of all, I may know where Jeffrey is, if you're willing to say 4 simple words. What are the 4 words? Make America great again. Fine. This one's for you, Jeffrey. Make America great again. Sorry, what was that? Make America great again. Still can't hear you. Make America great again! Ah, music to my ears. Jeffrey's under that blanket. What have you done to him?
This week on Living with a Liberal.
Okay, Drew, this question is for you. How do you justify banning all firearms when the Second Amendment guarantees the right to bear arms for all citizens? Drew, do you need me to repeat the question? Guns are scary! So, Drew and I joined the debate team. Why, you ask? Because I'd never turn down an opportunity to get a rise out of Drew. Also pretty sure he's allergic to facts. Well, you know, Drew, you say you want to ban firearms, but then the question becomes, how can law-abiding citizens properly defend themselves? Well, I'm glad you asked, Sean. The answer is with tickle attacks. Sorry, did you say tickle attacks? Yeah, if someone tries to attack you, all you gotta do is tickle them, and soon enough, they'll be laughing so hard they won't even think about harming you. Well, I think we have a clear winner and loser.
This week on Living with a Liberal.
Tate, he's in a safe space. I've got him pinned. It's a Nerf gun, TikTok. Relax.
Copy. Zeroing in on the safe space now.
Go away, you guys! I don't want to play anymore! Look, Drew, if you want it to be over, you're gonna have to step out of the safe space. And get shot at by a bunch of incredibly soft foam darts fired out of a spring-loaded toy? I don't think so, Sean.
Hey, Drew. Our boy, Donnie Trump is coming to get you. You better run.
No, he's not. I'm not falling for that one again.
Sean, it's no use. We're gonna have to flush him out.
Yeah, I'm all over it. Fire in the hole.
Officially running for President of the United States.
No, please! Please make it stop! Fire. I surrender! I surrender! That's enough! That's enough! I surrender!
This week on Living with a Liberal.
Hey, glad you made it!
Yeah, hey, sorry I'm a little late. Picked up some ammo on the way in. Figured we could shoot off a couple rounds sometime this weekend.
Good to me. At first, Drew was completely fine with the idea of my younger brother Tate coming to stay with us for a few weeks, but then he learned that he's a big Trump supporter, cried himself to sleep for a week straight, and now we're here. This should be interesting.
Hey, did you hear about what Trump said yesterday?
Oh, yeah. The man's gonna absolutely run away with it in November.
Without a doubt.
Donald Trump is a racist!
You must be Drew. Sean's told me a lot about you.
Oh yeah? Has he told you that I suffer from fragile snowflake syndrome?
Fragile snowflake syndrome?
Yeah, don't ask.
Well, I'll tell you what, Drew. I'm a big firm believer in getting off on the right foot. Put her there.
No, just stay away from me!
Was this something I said?
This week on Living with a Liberal.
Sean, what's this game about anyway? What, this? This is Call of Duty, Drew. It's one of the best shooting games ever developed. Well, do you think I could have a turn? Yeah. Wow. Here. Never in a million years did I think Drew would be asking me to play Call of Duty. It usually makes him wet his diaper. My little Drew's growing up. Okay, I want to use a nice, safe gun. Do they have one that shoots bubbles? No, they don't have one that shoots bubbles. Press X to jump over that barrier. Which one's X? What do you mean, which one's X? Look down at the buttons. Sean, something's happening to my controller. What's happening? It's vibrating. You're being shot at. And you're dead. And you're dead again. And you're dead again. And you're dead again. This is a stupid game anyway.
This week on Living with a Liberal.
There you go, Jeffrey. You look much better now. What do you think, Sean? You know, I don't think I've cared less about something in a very, very long time. Don't listen to him, Jeffrey. What was that? Shh. Sounds like someone's breaking in. A burglar? Oh no, I hope he doesn't steal my diapers. They're not gonna take your diapers. Shut up. Okay, here's the plan. I'll sneak upstairs and fix him a plate of cookies. With any luck, he'll be a big fan of chocolate chip. Then the three of us can sit down together and all start talking about lollipops. No, kittens. Burglars like kittens, right? I mean, who doesn't like kittens? And then we'll all become best friends and... The police are on their way.
This week on Living with a Liberal.
I spoke with the leaders of numerous countries today. They're asking if we can send them ventilators, and I'm agreeing to do it.
Hey, Sean, where do babies come from?
Capacity, now overcapacity.
What? My mom told me they come down from the sky in baskets. Is that true? There aren't many things about Drew that surprise me anymore, but I gotta admit, this got me. Guess I'll have to give him a proper education. But Sean, where do the fairies get the pixie dust they need to make the babies? They collect it from the mystical flower in the land of make-believe. And then the fairies take the pixie dust back to their magic factories and add a dash of razzle-dazzle? Yep, but just a dash. No more, no less. Right, just a dash. But wait, then how do the babies get delivered to their families? They use the Force. Well, that makes sense to me. Thanks, Sean. I can always count on you to tell me the truth.